what did the West Bank have to do with October 7th? Is that why there's a huge military crackdown in that area as well? No, it's not. It's land. It is ethnically cleansing the land for more Jewish settlement. Is Hamas in South Lebanon? No. What military objective is there for stealing livestock and cutting down olive trees and poisoning wells? War crimes. They're all war crimes. Yeah, again, they bombed Syria. They bombed all of their neighbors for decades, and yet we're supposed to hold them up because they're our side to be the stable only democracy in the Middle East.
Look, I think as well, like we always talk about how being tribal doesn't necessarily help the conversation. So let's just forget pro-Palestinian, pro-Israel, pro-Hamas, pro-IDF. Let's just look at the facts and decide who's wearing the black hat here, who are the bad guys, and who are the good guys. The problem is zealots can't do that, right? I think we are looking at what's happening with the facts, because we are saying October the 7th was, I don't know if it was technically a war crime because would they be considered a country offensive, but it was certainly an act of terrorism or a war crime. I'm happy to accept whatever term you want to use. No problems, right? I don't know. Well, I guess I do know, but I'm interested how anyone, this is why people get knocked off, like Juliet's been knocked off her talking points, because she can't admit that right now, as we speak, Israel are committing war crimes. Because once you admit that, you lose the moral high ground. Once you lose the moral high ground, you're in the wrong. Once you're in the wrong, the actions your government is taking, or certainly the government you're supporting from afar, are wrong. That means you are the bad guy in this situation. You are the ones who are trying to ethnically cleanse the area. And so you just can't. And at no point in this conversation with her on Twitter over this afternoon has she answered that question. Are Israel committing war crimes in this current conflict? Committing. Not committed in the 1970s, not in the 1990s. If they do it in the future, I'll denounce them like now. In this conflict, now, are they committing them? Because as soon as you say yes, and you're a supporter of Israel, you have to then answer the question, why are you supporting the war criminals? Why are you supporting the ones that in the 1930s and 40s were the ones that would have been doing this kind of stuff to your people? Why? How can you be? Let's take the labels off. Israeli, Jew, Zionist, Christian, Catholic, New Zealander, people. Let's just look at this from a human point of view. There's some bad shit going on. This group called Hamas, it's doing some bad shit. This group called Israel, that's their title, they're doing some bad shit. And the people who are suffering most are these people called Palestinians. Just doesn't seem that, I mean, obviously it's difficult or they would have solved it, but the truth of it doesn't seem that difficult. And as soon as someone ties themselves in knots to either defend by attacking, you're an anti-Semite, or to deflect and do a whataboutism, that you then answer, yes, hostages should be released. Now let's get back to that point. You know.